Facebook, permit me to use this music. Don't design my fans. I have no copyright. Thank you.
All hail Biafra, land of the rising sun. We love and cherish. We have vanquished our enemies. All hail Biafra. God bless Biafra. In him we trust. Shout it, sing it, all hail Biafra. God bless Biafra. We have emerged triumphant from all our foes. Through the crucible unscathed, we passed victorious. Our trumpets pealing the glorious song. Play it, sing it, all hail Biafra. Oh, hail Biafra, we shall always remember all that perished in the struggle for our freedom. All hail our heroes, our prayer shall be known both day and night. Say them always, all hail Biafra. All hail Biafra. Now our star shines everywhere. We crave humility. God guide and protect us all. All hail your wisdom, shielding us from fury, unleashed by our enlightenment. Biafra, Biafra, shining forever.
Chiri mara ndị kwere ekwe, ndị bụ na-ejikwa ịhụnanya ịnarata ihe n'aka, ndị bụ na-ejikwa mmadụ anata wee bụrụ tiribodere ha. Mgbalị izowe ịhụnanya, mgbe okwukwe nwere olileanya, mgbe okwukwe nwere olileanya, ịhụnanya gbara ọsọ n'ụlọ ụka. Ngwa gị ya chụrụ ya ọsọ, iru otu na nkewa akpọmasị barabara n'iru chụrụ ya ọsọ. Nwanna mụ na ya sacha mmụọ si na ọmụrụ ya ụtọ. Onye ahụ mụ na ya sekwa ekpere, ọ na-agọzi na njọ ọgwụ eje. O wee bụrụ ọkwa ka a na-azọ, onye nwere ọkwa ọ bụ ya We not set it all. No look about passenger. We not set it all. Unless the loser stands so small. Iro di no la ira agua balisi. Llega agua me bodo. Yamara mebi nanya. Adama kokwala gebo. Abia state Nnamdi. Abendi wenu Nnamdi Kanu. I love your friend Wanegi. Governor Lesoti Wanegi. Okezi Bazu Nnamdi Governor Lesoti Nnamdi Kanu. Omafi bondari jurafo Nnamdi Kanu. Cubana chief priest Nnamdi. Cubana lodge nwanne ya Nnamdi. Imoni ajum Nnamdi nwanne gị. Ebe ka ha nọ ndị nwere ego n'ala Igbo. Nnamdi Kanu. Ụmụafọ Igbo niile ma ndị mma ma ndị na-amaghị. Ọnụnụbe nwanna gbara ọsọ. Ọnụnụbe nwanna gbara ọsọ. Ọnụnụbe Biafra gbara ọsọ. Ọnụnụbe nwanna gbara ọsọ. Ụmụ Igbo Nnamdi. Skibo komedi ọnụ na-ekwuru ọra Nnamdi. Ndị azọpụtara n'ala Igbo Nnamdi. Ebuka Obi Nnamdi. Mbaka Obule Nnamdi Kanu. Ọtụtụ ndị eze nwe n'ala Igbo Nnamdi. Reverend Omopayi Nnamukwu Nnamdi Kanu. Ndị azọpụtara ndị ezi omume Nnamdi. Ọnụnụbe nwanna gbalaọsọ. Ọnụnụbe nwanna gbalaọsọ. Ọnụnụbe Biafra gbalaọsọ. Ọnụnụbe nwanna gbalaọsọ. Ọjị ụzọ Kanu. Osisi ka osisi be ya. Eji m aha Jesus Christ of Nazareth na-ajụ gị ajụjụ. Ajụ m Nnamdi nwanne gị. Ọnụnụbe nwanna gbalaọsọ. Abara ibe ị na-ekwuchitere ogbe ya ọnụ. Mmụọ na mmadụ na Chukwu kere ụwa a niile ma onye Igbo. Abara ibe nwanne gị. Nwanne gị. Ọ bụ ụzọ dị mma. Ama m n'iwe okenyele. Okenye so na-achị Igbo lee. Amakwa m nwere obiọma. Mana ị ga-anọ n'ụlọ lee. Ewu anwụọ n'ọkpọle. Ị ga-anọ n'Imo steeti lee. Ụmụnne ga-anwụsị. Ọnụnụbe nwanna gbalaọsọ. Ọnụnụbe nwanna gbalaọsọ. Ọnụnụbe nwanna gbalaọsọ. Ọnụnụbe nwanna gbalaọsọ. Mmụọ Jehova na-ajụ n'ajụjụ Nnamdi. Nnamdi lee. Ọnụnụbe nwanna gbalaọsọ. Onye ga ya na nwanne ya so ụjọ na-atụ ya. Onye ga ya na nwanne ya so obi na-ajọ ya njọ. Onye na-aga ebe ọ na-aga ọ bụ nwanne ya na-ele ya. Ọ bụrụ na ọsọ chụọ gị n'ezi ị ga-alọtakwa n'ụlọ gị. Mana ọsọ chụọ gị n'ụlọ ebee ka ị ga-agbawa. Ndị nwere ego n'ala Igbo ma ndị mkpọrọ ma ndị na-akpọgire. Ọnụnụbe nwanna gbalaọsọ. Ọnụnụbe nwanna gbalaọsọ. Ọnụnụbe nwanna gbalaọsọ. Ọnụnụbe nwanna gbalaọsọ. Mmiri awiro onye dibịa were ọgwụ gị. Ọ rụla mgbe eji eji arụ ọrụ ka akpọlata nwanne anyị. Ọ bụrụ naanị ime ọgwụ ka e gbuo nwanne. Akwa ọkụkọ tiwara akị n'obodo Ọba. Oge eruola onye ọbụla ga-eweli ma ntụ ya elu. Ọwụ naanị ịkwụ ọgwụ ga-atụ anyị ngwọrọ. Nabata. I am not challenging you, but I know what I'm saying. Reverend Obose Jindo from Assemblies of God Church. Nnayuku, Gawalia Bible Elu, Kanambe Lota. OJM distraction, AJM discrimination agala. All unity they make over them. Cubana chief priest. Kayande Awaroko. Cubana chief lord. Kaya Imaneha. Obe Kununo. Unu Waroko Oni Jemesu Sina Club. Where am I the AOC? Ibo were a mother. Biafra were a mother. I'm not in a Timon as Yoku. Ogazine. Almost one way to Kampala for complete 30 days. Yeah, to do. Can you about there make it him? Then I walk a gun of blood. One of what to Tampula to Chineke Nala. Come on, I get it. I put in an attack job in mother. I wear them off for my pictures. I am not preaching. I am biased. Reboya to go. No temple. No Chineke na-ebute ibu na nyere ha mana taa nwa Chineke nwe problem enwere ya klasịrị si na ihe o metere na chi ya teta nọ n'ụra ọrụzi chọọchị ka ọ na-ekpe taa ihe a na-emezi wu biznes onye ọbụla ahụ ibe ya ọ ga-achịrị aja chọọchị onye ibe ya kechiere ya ndị ga-aga eluigwe dị fiu ma ndị nọ na paradaịs ọtụtụ ha ga-aka bụ ibu bụrụ ndị ṅụrụ ihe ndị ashawo maka ọtụtụ anyị na-ebu baịbụl amaghị ihe dị na baịbụl ahụ onye aghọrịla onwe ya otu a ka Jehova kwuru iro dị n'ụlọ erika iro dị n'ụlọ erika iro dị n'ụlọ yiri agwabala isi onye ga-agwa m ebe o doro isi ya gbawara m egwu ịhụnanya ndị na-agwa ọgwụ n'ala Igbo ihe a na-arụzi ibu dị more you look the less you see naanị ọgwụ eji egbu mmadụ ka ha na-agwọ burula n'onye ọrịa bugara ha ha ga-agwọ ya ha na n'ego igbuo ha ekechi ego ọnụ were ngwuru eme gị gị na-ekwesị isi ihe Chineke ga-ekperika ọrụ Chineke kere mgbọrọgwụ na mkpa akwụkwọ Ezekiel 47 verse 12 ka cheka Psalm 104 verse 15 ka cheka check it ị ga-ama na Chukwu kere mgbọrọgwụ na mkpa akwụkwọ ọ ya kekwara gị kee mmụọ ahụ ị na-asọpụrụ mana ya nwa kwesị ka ịsọpụrụ ya esi na onwere isi baba kwao isi ga-adakwa 2025 it will be terrible in the whole of this country not even a ruler will escape it God is not looking at anybody's face he is coming for those that say there is no God otu a ka Jehova kwuru
Hello, my wonderful people of Biafra, friends of Biafra, and lovers of freedom. This is Mazi Zumezumwekwensu. As I welcome you to this wonderful edition, please endeavor to welcome others. It's really important. We are live at our various platform. We are live at Ikechukwu Ezumezumwekwensu. Please, if you are watching me, please endeavor to hit the like button. I'm sorry, please. Mazi Ezumezumwekwensu, please follow me on this page. It's very important, please. Let's grow this page. It's very, very important. We're also live at Ikechukwu Ezumezu. Follow me on this page. Don't forget about whatever Facebook is doing, whatever the Bro app is doing. Just share the program, cut it, send it to your WhatsApp group. Our message must get to them. We're also live at Ikechukwu Umadi Ezumezu. If you are listening the sound of my voice, hit the like button and share the program is very, very important. We are live at YouTube. As I told you, we are both 600 people in YouTube. Isn't that wonderful? That shows us that what we are doing on Aba. We are both we are more than 600 people in YouTube. And those that subscribe on my YouTube, I really appreciate. I say thank you so much. And those that have not subscribed, please endeavor to subscribe. It's very important so that you will get my notification anytime I'm online. It's very, very important. Please follow me up on YouTube, subscribe on YouTube. It's very, very important. And I want to say sorry before I continue. I want to say sorry because I tried to uh, came before now, and I was online, but my video was not going. But I can see myself. I'm online. The video was not showing. The voice was not coming out. Then I have to cancel it and create another program again. So here we are. Hashtag remove. We can never surrender. So we appreciate you guys that are waiting for me. And I say, Mechukwu okike abịa ma ndị mbụ ndị egede gọziwe unu ndụ ndụ nka nka. Today is a wonderful day, and we will not forget to inform Biafra or to appreciate our own brother, our own person, a man that have fought so hard to make sure that this struggle never devain, that this struggle never destroy, that this struggle still remain intact as Onyendu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu left it. It's no other person. It's Mazi Kanu Takanu. Today is birthday. We must appreciate him and we must wish him happy birthday. It's very important we wish him happy birthday because today is a day he was born. So anyị ekene ya, ekene Chukwu oke abịa ma na ndụ nke o nyere ya na ọ dịrị izi. So Mazi Kanu Takanu, Biafrans, we are wishing you happy birthday. We are wishing you happy birthday. Biafrans, we are wishing you happy birthday. Mazi Kanu Takanu, Mazi Ezumezu nwa ekwensu, I'm wishing you happy birthday from my location. And I say, may Chukwu okike abịa ma ndị mbụ ndị egede gọzie gị, chewe gị. Igbo na nka na-ewe iwe ọma, Igbo n'aka ekpe iwe ọma, ndụ ndụ nka nka. Ọ bịara egbughị ya egbu onwe ya n'ihi na onye si isi na-awa aja ewuli isi wee tie wee chụọ aja. Onye fụrụ na-elote iwe mere nwa ya eme ya. Na asị na okirikiri ka a na-agba ukwu ose na ala ukwu ose enu. Nọ nkirikiri ga na-ekiri obodo obodo onye ezu. Taa ana m ekene ego Mazi Kanu Takanu na-asị jide ka iji, onye asị na jide ka o ji ọ na-eme ihe ọma, onye asị na alapụ ka o ji ịma na ihe ọ na-eme adịrọ mma. So Mazi Kanu Takanu, Biafrans, we are appreciating you and we say thank you so much for your doggedness, not allowing this cabal to destroy this movement. So we thank you, we appreciate you, and we appreciate entire family of Kanu family, our leaders family. We say may Chukwu okike abịa ma gọzie unu n'afọ ndị dị na ndị ana. Ise. So now, Biafrans, you can see the topic of our program today. You can see the topic of our program today. Onyendu Mazi Nnamdi said, a day shall come, a day shall come, the Northerners will be asking Nigeria, will be asking Biafra to leave. That a day shall come, the Northerners shall be asking Biafra to leave. And it's coming to reality. Gradually, it's coming. I'm going to place a lot of videos from the North to back up what I just said. I will play some videos from the North. You see, when you think that you know it all, the man know ebe anya go kwụsị ka anya onye ọzọ bido. Biafra is a spirit, and Biafra struggle is ordained by Chukwu Okike Abiama. Chukwu Okike Abiama ordained Biafra struggle. If you don't know it. This is the fact. Ndị bụ ndị egede. Chukwu Okike Abiama ordained this movement. Nobody born of a woman can put this struggle down. Ị na-eche na no end wego, ọzọ na-eme gịnị? A na-apụta, a na-egbu achịrachịrị, a na-eto. Mazi Nnamdi said, the coming of Biafra will be like a miracle. I want you just to look around you. Look around you. Look around you. Look the antecedent, what is happening. The good, the bad, the ugly. And I also want you to remember what Mazi Nnamdi said. That the coming of Biafra will be like a miracle. That is not from woman, but by Chukwu Okike Abiama. You can see what is happening. Even those that we are giving the power to subdue us, they are not feeling the heat. Even those that the Westerners gave the power to make sure they subdue us, to make sure that we never rise up, to make sure that we never live as a human being, they are not feeling the heat. And believe me, 2025 will be a different ball game. Because the oppressor are feeling the heat. The Northerners are feeling the heat so much now. Without wasting much of our time, I have some videos that I need to play. Because when I say things, I like to back it up. And I say that my program is not for today, but it's for tomorrow. Oh, Mazi Ezumezu na-ekwu nwa ekwensu. Mazi Otimgbodomgbo. Njide gị in your kankịlịka ọgọdọ. Ntiche egwu ka akpa ajị. Iwe na-eti ndị mmadụ to eziokwu Chineke. When Onyendu say, I will destroy Nigeria, people think that Onyendu want to come with guns and bullets. He said, I will destroy Nigeria with eziokwu Chineke, with the truth. The same thing Mazi Ezumezu nwa ekwensu. I'm using the truth. Itiro Otimgbodomgbo, the enemy within and the enemy external. Anytime they heard about Mazi Ezumezu nwa ekwensu, they are not comfortable. Anytime they heard about Mazi Ezumezu nwa ekwensu, they are not comfortable. You know why? Because anyị na-achụ ajọ mmụọ. Because anyị na-achụ ajọ mmụọ. Uche eziokwu Chineke. Nigeria is shaking. The foundation of Nigeria is shaking. The foundation of Nigeria is shaking. I want those who are not paying attention what is happening. What is happening in Africa, I want you guys to pay attention. It's very important. I want a lot of people to pay attention to what is going on in Africa. Believe me, next year, the next Cold War will be in Africa. in African soil. Take it or leave it. I want you to pay attention what's happening in Mali, Burkina Faso, Niger, Chad. Pay attention to it. Pay attention to it. The masters are not comfortable because of the coming of Russia. They're not comfortable. Pay close attention. It's very important. Pay close attention to BRICS. It's very important. They are not comfortable. Today, some of the northern leaders are asking Nigeria to let Biafra go. Some of the northern leaders are saying, let Oduduwa go, let Biafra go. You can see what the Niger president, the accusation on Nigeria. And you can see Nigeria chief of defense coming out under 24 hours, coming out on media to isolate Nigeria. But it didn't end there. I told you, the chief of defense staff is not from Core North. It's not from Core North. The lead cabals, they are not comfortable with Tinubu. Tinubu connection with France. The lead people, they are not connected with Tinubu. And they are not comfortable with the way Tinubu is going close to France. You know why? Because of Niger. Because of Niger. They're not comfortable. They are telling you that the Niger, they are brothers, they are sisters. They are their own brothers and sisters. They have Fulanis living there. They have not Hausas living there. They have Kanu living there. That is just an artificial boundary that divided them. But these people are their own brothers and sisters. That is why, in terms of Buhari, you can see everything to Niger, the load, you make sure that the load go through Nigeria to Niger. Help them to build airport, everything. But today, because of Niger kick France out, France don't want it to go. Because you know what? France know what they are gaining. And France want everything possible to come in. And they want to use Nigeria soil. And they are shouting. And Nigeria call not. They are saying, Tinubu, we are not comfortable with you. Before we continue, we must recognize a senior principal officer, a regional coordinator from America, Mazi Chiezoku. Mazi, you are welcome, Mazi. You are welcome. You are welcome, Mazi. So, they are not comfortable at all. I'm going to play a couple of videos to show you that what Onyendu say is coming. It's coming. Onyendu said the North will ask Biafra to go. It's coming. I will also present you a video showing us that the discussion of pipeline between from Nigeria to Niger, and Niger government are accusing Nigeria government the discussion of that oil pipeline because France is so committed to Tinubu, and these people are not comfortable. Niger don't want it because they kick France from their country, and you are now bringing the same people they kick out close to their border, close to them. Just what Russia told the world, that they will not allow NATO to be close to their border. No, this is what is going on in Nigeria today. You guys know I'm not a broadcaster. I don't know how to analyze well, but I have to present some videos, and that will with the video you are able to connect the dots. That is it. Ọ Maazị Ezumezu na-ekwu nwa ekwensu, anyị na-ekwu ka anyị dị. We don't claim what we are not. But we thank Chukwukika Biama that our small impact is doing the needful. Now let's go to some videos. Some videos from the Northerners. And before then, I want to ask you people, Tinubu was in national media chat, the first time presidential chat that a lot of TV channels interview him. Why didn't them talk about what is going on in Southeast? Why didn't they talk about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Why didn't them ask him or talk about what related to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? During the time of Buhari, Luben and Abati, all of them, they asked Buhari, why didn't all those mainstream media in Nigeria ask Bola Ahmed Tinubu about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, which is the very, very important issue of what is happening in Southeast and it's affecting other people. But they never go there. Why? There are a lot of things that we don't know. But only time we will know. Now, I think I have to play that video from that ball because a lot of people don't even know that the guy accepted this thing. Let's play that video. I want you guys to see. Are you sure I have it here? Oh, well, I don't have it here now. But maybe next time I have to. But let's play other videos. Okay. First of all, let's go to the Professor Yusuf. Let's go to Professor Yusuf.
In ECOWAS. Well, let's switch gears a bit. Now, considering the historical ties between Nigeria and Niger Republic, particularly in terms of trade and food supply, how do you anticipate the ongoing sanctions affecting food security and inflation rates? And what measures do you believe should be taken to mitigate those effects? Also, given your extensive experience in government negotiation terms, what strategies do you believe that Nigeria should employ to navigate and potentially resolve this current diplomatic impasse that we're at with now with the Niger Republic over this same airspace sanctions to make sure that we're securing regional stability and stabilizing the ongoing political crisis within ECOWAS?
Right, and we are where we are today because President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's government botched this negotiation with Niger after the military coup. You remember after the coup, the president unilaterally, as the president of the ECOWAS, unilaterally switched off the electricity supply to Niger based on a treaty 60 years old. Unilaterally switched it off and put sanctions and brought up front what he should have kept as a trump card, brought up front the threat of violence. That if you don't do this, Nigeria is going to attack. He sent his military bosses everywhere to start. And that was what gave these military young men legitimacies in their land. And they stayed entrenched. How can you threaten somebody, a country, your neighbor, and then say, oh, we're going to talk later? At a time when you didn't even have your cabinet, your security chiefs were just getting their feet wet. Unilaterally, you did all this without consultation. Northern Nigeria, people in Niger are our blood brothers and sisters. There are houses, Fulanis, Kanuris everywhere. The border is just artificial. ECOWAS was created 40 country, your neighbor, and then say, oh, we're going to talk later. At a time when you didn't even have your cabinet, your security chiefs were just getting their feet wet. Unilaterally, you did all this without consultation. Northern Nigeria, people in Niger are our blood brothers and sisters. There are houses, Fulanis, Kanuris everywhere. The border is just artificial. ECOWAS was created 49 years ago by security chiefs were just getting their feet wet. Unilaterally, you did all this without consultation. Northern Nigeria, people in Niger are our blood brothers and sisters. There are houses, Fulanis, Kanuris everywhere. The border is just artificial.
You know, I repeat this side more than 2 or 3 times. Do you know why? Because this man made a point here, Professor Yusuf. He said, those people, they are their own brother and sisters. The Fulanis are living there, Hausas are living there, Kaluni are living there, their own broad brothers and sisters. That the boundary is just artificial. Now, these are the same people that are telling us that our brother in Benue, they are not Igbo. Our brother in Kogi, they are not Igbo. Our brother in Delta State, they are not Igbo. Our brother in Edo State, they are not Igbo. Our brother in Bayelsa are not Igbo. Our brothers in Iguacha are not Igbo. Our brothers in Calabar are not Igbo. Now, if these people will tell you that all the way from other country, Niger, that they are all of them are one people, that you should forget about the boundary, it's just artificial. But believe me, I so much appreciate our brothers across the Niger. They are standing up and telling story by themselves. Yesterday I was in TikTok. A young man from Ulobo that was there for, let me say, more than almost 2 hours. I told her I'm not here to saga. No, I'm not here to saga. But I'm here to tell you guys the truth, the gospel truth. I told the young man from Ulobo, Igbos are your brothers. Take it or leave it. We have Igbo in Edo State. We have Igbos in Delta State. He was trying to tell me I should tell him the history of Igbo, my history. No, I said this is not the issue. If you want to know it, go and ask Okowa. He said no, don't talk about Okowa. I said go and ask those people, not me. But whatever I say, you will not take it. They will tell you. So I so much appreciate our brothers. Those guys, they are standing up and saying enough is enough. Because Igbos in Anambra State is not better than Igbo in Delta. Igbo in Enugu State is not more important than Igbo in Edo State. Igbo wofu. Igbo wofu. Igbo wofu. And we come together. And by special grace of Chukwu Okike Abiama, a day will come, ọnụ ọbụla na-asụ bịa, we will start eating New Yam Festival on one particular date. And Igbo niile, that will unite us. We are coming. So, Yusuf is telling Nigerians that the Niger, they are their own brother and sisters. That you guys should forget about the boundary, just artificial. Let's continue. It's very important.
ECOWAS was created 49 years ago by General Yakubu Gowon and his fellow presidents of West Africa then. Next year it will be 50. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu in 9 months.
Please, as you come in, share this program on your Facebook, share the program on your YouTube, share the program, to your group. Share, if you are interested to contribute, when time comes, I'll put up the link. You can come in or you can ask your question. It's very important. Thank you. Let's continue.
Has destroyed what was created 49 years ago, what has lasted 49 years, because of lack of consultation, because of hubris. 7 states of the Federation in the north, from Kebbi to Borno, have borders, common borders with Niger Republic. People have been suffering. We have been screaming our voices and saying people have been suffering in these border communities because of closure of medicines were not going in, food supply was not going in. This is not the first time. There were several coups in Niger Republic. Leaders past navigated that and found a way to resolve it as big brothers. As big brothers. Now what he has done, this botched diplomacy, what he's done, it has pushed this young coups in Niger and Mali and Burkina Faso. Say, we're leaving. How can you be at peace? How can you sleep with your 2 eyes closed when you're fighting with your neighbor? Niger is not only related to us linguistically and by heritage, but security-wise, they play a pivotal role in securing Nigeria and in helping fight banditry and Boko Haram in the northeast. And they are part of the multinational joint task force. You didn't consider all of that. You didn't consider the impact on your citizens. You just did what you did. And now all of a sudden, when these 3 soldiers say we are leaving, we are not interested in ECOWAS, they are running after them. So it was wrong. We are in more difficult security situation with Niger and Mali and Burkina Faso out of the ECOWAS than when they were in. Democracy, diplomacy must continue to bring them back in. The threat of violence is not the right thing to do. Sanctions should be lifted and diplomacy continuing, because our people in the border states are suffering. Primary responsibility of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is not ECOWAS, but to his citizens. We've been telling him, we the citizens in the 7 border states, our people have been suffering. He wasn't listening. So you have problems with international diplomacy. You have problems internally with your economy. People are suffering hunger, and you have insecurity, and you're not listening to people. There are too many things for any president just 8 years into his government. Step back, Mr. President, consult widely, open the treasury, bring in food as an emergency, flood the market, and feed our people. That's the only way to find respite. Bring temporary peace in this country before your economic team sort themselves out. Because to be honest, they need to be humble enough to ask for help. They need to be humble enough to ask for help. I don't see them doing it the way, it's all talk, 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 talk. Big grammar will not do it. Consult widely. We cannot continue this way. People are suffering. The Naira is deteriorating every day. Inflation going everywhere. People are being pauperized every day. In a country where we have 33 million in multidimensional poverty, this government in one fell swoop has added millions more into extreme poverty. In a country where you have more than 20 million children out of poverty, predominantly in the north, you have added a lot more out of school. How can there be peace in any society like this? And you're spending a lot more money on buying Kanu jets. No military, no matter how powerful, can bomb poverty, can bomb hunger, can bomb grievances. So, listen to us, Mr. President. Nigeria is not in good shape. The ship of state is drifting, and you're not listening to the sufferings of our people. Our emirs in the north and the Oni of Ife, they have told you the pulse of the nation. Listen. Do not listen to your advisors that are telling you anything differently.
Thank you so much, sir.
So, for those of you who don't know the man, his name is Professor Yusuf. He is, I think, a spoke person to National Elder Forum in the North. Very, very influential man in the North. Whatever he's saying here is the mind of the North, of the lay North people. Whatever he's saying here, you can see his statements, and they are still standing by it today. Now, I'm going to play a video where he told President Ahmed Tinubu that they will never allow the president of France in their land. They will never allow it. And guess what? He made that video 3 weeks ago, and just some days ago, the Niger president, head of state, came out and started accusing Nigeria of working with France to destroy to destroy his country. The Niger president came out, accused France of arming Boko Haram to fight his country, and with help of Nigeria. We'll play the videos today. That's why I told you, Onyendu said, a day will come, they will ask us to go. And I also play a video where one of imam in the north asking that Nigeria should let Biafra go and should not to do or go. I'll play it. So for those of you who think that nothing is happening, ka ịma nke mara nke ọzọ, onye ndu karịrị anyị, onye ndu karịrị mụ na wụ na-abụ, ma physical, ma spiritual. And I told you guys, now this struggle with two face, the physical face and the spiritual face. If you think that that physical face is not doing it, the spiritual is doing it. And onye ndu nọ na na-abụ. Now, I want you guys to listen to this thing from the same man. After then, we have to play some of the video from the north.
Well, quite a lot to unbundle from that state visit to France by President Bola Tinubu. For that and a whole lot more, we are now being joined by Professor Usman Yusuf, a former Executive Secretary of the National Health Insurance Scheme. Good morning, Professor, and welcome to the show.
Thank you very much for having me today.
Thank you for joining us. Now let's go straight into it. This Nigeria-France relationship is not a new relationship, and it's a significant one. France is our biggest trade partner in Europe, and we're their biggest in sub-Saharan Africa. It's a $5 billion relationship. But France is courting a new bride now that the Francophone countries like Senegal, Chad, Niger and Mali are abandoning, their former colonial masters and looking for newer relationships. However, Nigeria is using this as an opportunity to deepen our ties with France. What positives do you see from this relationship, particularly when it comes to security and our economy? And also, it was said yesterday that Nigeria signed an MOU with France in the mining space. Do you believe that this is going to have positive outcomes for the country?
No. To be honest, I'm terribly nervous, and every Nigerian should be. Okay, let's look at our relationship with France, past, present, and the future. So when France has been in all these Francophone African countries, West Africa, for 66 years, and they've been kicked out. They've been kicked out of recently Chad, Senegal, Mali, Niger, Burkina Faso, five of your neighbors kicked a colonial master, and all of a sudden you are hugging that person. There is something you guys know that we don't know. But let's look at the history of France in Africa.
Please, I want you guys to follow this man up, please. Listen to what he's saying. It's very, very important. He said France, 5 nations, 5 countries in Africa kicked them out. And France colonized those countries for 60 something years. They kicked France out. Now, Nigeria want to welcome France. Please listen to this man. It's very, very important. Let's continue.
Africa or anywhere else in the world. It's not been good. Look at all these countries. You need to ask yourself, why was France kicked out of those places? They were literally sucking their resources. And there is no development in any of these countries. Any. You go to Chad, you go to Mali, you go to Burkina Faso, you go to Niger, there is nothing to see, but they've been sucking their uranium and gold. All of a sudden, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is in this love fest with Macron and France. We're asking ourselves why. What do we have in common with France? Literally nothing. You look at our history with France, France has been one of the major countries that was supposed to be a united Nigeria. France opposed the formation, the creation of ECOWAS. France opposed the creation and sabotaged the creation of a single ECOWAS currency, the ECO. And France literally sabotaged ECOWAS by this young military hunters leaving ECOWAS. Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso. ECOWAS is now just a shell. Wherever France is not good. Mr. President, you are not talking to Nigerians. You remember after the coup in Niger? Nigeria, the president had just started, he had not even assembled his team. Or he said, we're going to attack France, we're going to attack Niger, and I'm sure prodded by France. We in the north resisted vehemently. We're not going to allow Nigeria to invade Niger because the fight was going to be a proxy war. America, the United States of America, had one of the biggest drone bases in Agadas, in Niger.
Do you guys listen to this man? We are not going to allow Nigeria to invade Niger. Ask yourself, why is this man making this statement? Because he told you guys that Niger, there is own people. That border you see is just artificial border. Take it or leave it. Do you see what you see only in Nigeria today is this religion, Because some of their leaders still believe they can, they can conquer and Islamize everywhere. Some of them say, no, we can. It is obvious we can. The coming of Mazi Nnamdi, we cannot achieve it anymore. We have to let them go. We have to let them go. Some Mazi say, okay, let's wait. Let's wait small. Maybe the help of all those Western world, That's why, out of a sudden, we hear from Bola Ahmed Tinubu that he want to do what? Establish Lanchi in the southeast, in the coastal area. And we said no. If we have stopped Nigeria government before, we will stop you again. We shall stop you again. That king can never hold in our land. We will stop you again. Believe me, in the north, there is a division among them. Those who so much believe in terms of this religion, conqueror, Sharia to be all over Africa. And those who say, no, we cannot succeed anymore. Let them go. It's going on. I will play the video from Imam telling them that Biafra should go, Oduduwa should go. Because these people cannot afford for France to destroy their brother in Niger. Now, it's not about us again. It's about them. Them that have the powers. They are now fighting themselves. Let's continue listening to this man. It's very important.
Niger. Yeah, this thing was, they're going to fight Islamists and all that. No. insecurity has been much worse where you have foreign bases by this foreign countries. The reason France is cozying to Nigeria and President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is allowing them to, and we will resist, is because they are looking for a place to situate their military base after being kicked out. We in the north, which is a place they are looking to locate these bases, we in the north will vigorously resist any foreign military boots on our soil. So, Mr. President, you need to know, we do not have any historical ties, defense or economic or linguistic with France. And all this causing the French are doing, the reception they gave Mr. President was fit for a king. He will not get that if he goes to England or the United States or anywhere in the world. What is France getting for that? France wants three things. One, it wants right to concessions to exploit our minerals, which are predominantly in the north, which is what they've been doing in Niger, Mali, and Burkina Faso. Number two, they want concessions in oil and gas. Oh, that's why they said, oh, I heard the spokesman of the president saying, oh, Total is going to invest 750 million in gas. And I ask myself, is this true or is this fiction? Because this same Total, 17 months ago, 16 months ago in July, exited Nigeria and sold all its stake at 860 million to a Mauritius-based company and left. Their reasons were sabotage, theft, oil spillage, and high cost of lawsuits. So what has changed in 16 months that they're coming back again? After selling 860 million and left town, or they're coming to invest 750 million, we were told. It's not going to happen. So they're looking for three things. They are looking to come and exploit our mineral resources predominantly in the north.
Biafrans, is this man giving you guys information or not? What this man is saying here is gospel truth. Ezoku Chineke. What he's saying here is gospel truth. Total sold their properties to another mainstream oil sector that they are living in Nigeria. And believe me, they are not living. They are in international water, the highest deep water in Nigeria boundary, operating there, including Shell. Take what I'm arguing the truth. Most of these companies say that they are living. Believe me, they are not living. They are living option, but they are in deep sea in Nigeria territory, operating there, stealing the oil. This is the fact. Take it or leave it. Now, after 16 months, they want to come back again, visible, to invest. Yusuf is asking you, they don't have any tie with France. That's where France was before. The countries, are they developed? The answer is no. Now, let's continue listening to him. It's very important.
They are looking to explore oil and gas, which they ran away from, and they are coming. And number three, most importantly, most worrying, and everybody in Nigeria, I beg you to lend me your ears. We will resist vehemently any attempt by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's government to allow any foreign military base on our soil, particularly in the north, because it's going to be a harbinger of trouble. All these lacura things you're hearing, it is the French that started all of these things. They started all of these things. Wherever France was in West Africa, there's no peace. Why would President Bola Ahmed Tinubu bring them back without consulting anybody? So, military base, France or America or any country will be resisted vigorously by all of us, because this is a country we love, and we're not going to allow recolonization of this Nigeria like they've done in the other countries. In Hausa, there is a saying, in kaga gemu dan uwanka ya kama wuta, ka sa ma naka ruwa. If you see the beard of your neighbor catches fire, put water, dampen water on yours. Well, France has put fire all over the Sahel, and we are inviting them into our household. No, we are not going to do that. Business, do that. And it has to go through due process. And I'm calling on our sleepy, do-nothing 10th Assembly to wake up to its responsibility. They are the ones we elected. They are the ones who should checkmate President Bola Ahmed Tinubu in all the opaque things he's been doing. He disappears into France for working holiday, and nobody knows what he's going to do there. Like he's being called for consultation. This is a democracy, not a military rule. And we need to know what our government and our president is taking us into. But foreign military base is a no-no. And exploiting our mineral resources behind our back is not going to happen. It's going to be transparent, there's going to be open bid, and all of us stakeholders must be involved in this. Thank you very much.
Okay, so Professor Usman, thank you so much for your submissions this morning. But let's even lean further into the geopolitical implications of this.
Now, I'm asking you guys.
Considering the current rivalry between West.
I'm asking you guys, do you think there's no fire on the mountain? Do you think there is no fire on the mountain? None. There's fire on the mountain. It's just time it will explode. There's fire on the mountain. I said I will play you guys a video where one of the imams is asking Nigeria government to let Biafra go, let Oduduwa go. That will point down to what Onyendu said, that a day shall come, the northern shall ask Nigeria to let Biafra go and let Oduduwa go. It's happening. I will play you the video, but let's also listen to this program. It's very interesting and very educative. Let's listen.
Western powers and China for influence in the global south. How does Nigeria's embrace of France fit into this dynamic? Could this partnership position Nigeria as a critical player in balancing global power, or is there a risk in alienating other potential allies such as China or Russia?
This word, Nigeria is just going to be used as a pawn. And it's essentially sticking out our neck and giving it to them. And the fight is not between the West and China. No, the fight is between the West and Russia. Look at what just happened in Syria. Look at just what happens in Syria. The rebels took over Aleppo. Look at what's happening in Ukraine. Look at what's happening in Israel. It's going to be a proxy war between NATO and Russia. Because all these French West African countries, they are inviting Russia after kicking America, after kicking China. So it's going to be a proxy war, and we are not going to be part of it. We are going to resist it, especially all of us in the north that are going to bear the full brunt of any recklessness of bringing any foreign food on our soil. We're not going to accept it. So China is not, it's not about China. It's about United States, NATO, and Russia. So, Mr. President, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, you are elected by us. You must speak to us. You are not going to commit us to any foreign military presence in the Federal Republic of Nigeria. And whatever investments you do must be vetted by our sleepy 10th Assembly. They must wake up. But I call on all Nigerians, particularly our elders, our governors, our National Assembly, our traditional rulers and clerics, to look, danger is coming. Our Mr. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's romance with France is no good news for Nigeria. Thank you.
All right, Prof. Thanks for your submissions so far. Some people might see it as a bit alarming. Others might think that it is largely speculative. But then I'd like to remind you of what Adesua started with, the relationship that Nigeria had with France, particularly after the Civil War, given the fact that, you know, it was the side of Biafra that France was. But of course, the relationship developed in a way, in a positive way after that. So my question to you is that how will you want President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to embrace France, which, as you were reminded earlier, is our biggest trade partner in the EU, as we are their biggest trade partner, in Africa. Don't forget, sir, that Emmanuel Macron was in Nigeria in 2018, received by former President Buhari in Abuja and received by former Governor Akinwumi Ambode in Lagos. Beautiful relationship on display. Before then, Olusegun Obasanjo, General, was the president when democracy returned at that time, had Jacques Chirac in Abuja. He went to France too, the same way that Bola Tinubu has gone to France, was also very warmly received, and business relationship developed. Why do you think that it will be a different case with Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu as the president, given the fact that not just trade, but core component of the relationship that is being built is the security angle? You made reference to Lacra and the dangers that they portend. If there will be ways in which we can work with France to stem that tide, wouldn't you encourage it?
Biafrans, before we let Professor Yusuf to respond to the question from the journalist, you can see how wicked some people can be. You can see how wicked some people can be. You can see the hate of Igbos from our brethren. Now, in this issue now, what connect Biafra issue to the present issue they are talking about? What connect it? So he tell the professor that don't forget that it was on Biafra's side that France was before they now shift to Nigeria. It's now putting the issue to the professor, Biafra and Nigeria. Because their greatest threat is Biafra. You can see the question he asked the professor. Don't forget, Zokwana. Now, during the war, now France was with Biafra, but now France not with them. So should we allow them to go back to Biafra again? That was what he meant. But let's listen to the response. It's very important.
Right, and that's the scary part, Steve. If France could help any country with security, why didn't he help Mali? Why didn't he help Niger? Why didn't he help Burkina Faso? Why didn't he help Chad? It's been there forever. Their troops have been there forever. You think it didn't help them with all their bases? It's going to help you? Steve, let's wake up. Only Nigeria can help itself by liberating itself from these colonial forces that are doing nothing but stirring trouble in the Sahel. Doing nothing but stirring trouble in the Sahel. So for anybody to think France is coming to help us with security is deluding himself. The biggest problem we will have is this. And this is what President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, his misfiring of how to handle the situation after the coup in Niger is the one increasing more insecurity coming to Nigeria. Because Niger and Chad and Cameroon, they've been doing a lot of heavy lifting on our behalf, fighting Boko Haram and bandits and ISWAP. Now, you're not going to talk to them, you're fighting them, they lift their feet off the brakes, and these guys roll in. France is not going to help you with that. The only thing that will help you with this Lacra nonsense, this uptick we are seeing in Lacra is suspect. I'll tell you. I had the other day the spokesperson of the defense headquarters in Nigeria saying, in his press briefing, say Lacrawas, they are new, they are related to the coup in Niger. Hello, Mr. Spokesperson, you should know better. Lakurawa, as we know today, have been around in this country, a sovereign Nigeria, non-state actors from Mali or from wherever came to Nigeria. They've been here for 7 years. 7 years, since 2017, at the invitation of local communities to help them fight bandits, to help them do the job that security services could not do. They came under the nose of the federal government, under the nose of the state government, under the nose of all security services, under the nose of all our intelligence services. And now all of a sudden we are doing this. The question to ask Nigerians should be asking is, why did we allow a non-state actor to come into Nigeria, settle, and continue its activities for the past 7 years? And why all of a sudden are we saying, oh, Lakurawa, just to give a reason for France to come in? That is
do you guys listen to this exposition from Professor Usman Yusuf? The Naklowa he is talking about. He said they have been in Nigeria for the past 7 years, non-state actors, and they are fighting Boko Haram, ISWAP, and those of bandits. Now, if these people can invite this non-state actor into Nigeria to fight to defend their land, to protect the farmers and the villagers, why are they against Eastern Security Network that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu established to fight the same bandits in the north that are fighting them, to fight the same people that are destroying their own farm, their own land, the ISWAP, the Boko Haram? Why are they against of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Why are they against Eastern Security ESN? But they imported non-state actor outside Nigeria to help them to fight these bandits, these terrorists. But they are against of Eastern Security Network. And our politicians are some of our PAs, some of our Igwes, some of our governors are in support of Nigeria government against ESN. Someone like Governor Dave Umahi, Chike Yakpoko. Let's continue. You know my program na Niche. Program more go to expose Nigeria, to tell you guys what is happening. Mgbosi I don't know mmadụ ka akwala. Ndị autopilot. I say akwala. What is happening to them now? Either Pugowa, let them continue fighting themselves. Because all Chukwu Biama is exposing everybody. So let them continue. I haven't time for them. What we have time now is the release of the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Whatever you sow, you shall reap. Let's continue listening to this man. It's very important.
the only reason. Fellow Nigerians, you can never stop this Lakura, Boko Haram, and all these bandits, all these terrorists, if you don't have good relationship with your neighbors. Not France. Bringing France in is going to make us into a hotbed for terrorism, is going to make us poorer, is going to make us second-class citizens. They will open a base in Katsina State and be digging our gold, and I cannot go there as a person from Katsina. We've seen that in Niger, we've seen that in Mali. This is what they have been doing. So fellow Nigerians, we should open our eyes. We in the north will vigorously resist any attempt by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's government to allow foreign military bases on our soil. End of story. I don't know how else to say it.
Okay, Professor Usman. Now, Professor Usman, you did say that if we allow France in, that Nigeria can become a hotbed for terrorism. But some people would argue that it already is, that, that the northern governors, for example, have not focused on human capital development, that that we have extremism in different parts of the country, that the economic situations right now is what makes Nigeria a hotbed for terrorism and not a possible growing trade relation with France, but also focusing on the geopolitical implications that Shaitan brought into the conversation earlier. We did speak about Russia, and we also have to speak about the Wagner Group, because you spoke about the proxy war going on in Ukraine between Russia and the West. However, some people argue that there is a proxy war going on in Africa between Russia and the West. We have the Wagner Group in Mali, in Niger, in Burkina Faso. They have, of course, rebranded from the Wagner Group, but they are under the Russian military corps. And you also had France in those countries. As of February of this year, we also had Russia being in control of Mali's Intaka gold mine. So we do have Russian interests in Western Africa in our minds. And so is it not already a situation that our neighbors are dealing with their own proxy wars and extraction of their resources by either Russia or the West? And rather than be in that type of situation, our president is trying to position us as a trade partner and not a partner to be extracted from.
Trade partner, how much is he getting from France? 750 million, they say, investment by Total. For goodness sake, that's paltry sum for a country like Nigeria. The other day they went to Qatar. How much did they say they got? 600 million, and Qatar denied that. The other day, Saudi Arabia, they said 800 million. All of these investments, less than $1 billion for a country like Nigeria. This is paltry. Why is Nigeria not attracting the big investment that it is worthy of? A Nigeria that has a very large population, a Nigeria that is very rich, a Nigeria that has a very educated population. Why are we not attracting big investment? So to tell me you went to France and got 750 million, that's an insult. Or Saudi Arabia 800 million, or Qatar 600 million. The president himself, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, demarketed Nigeria twice in Doha. Remember when they went, he said there is corruption. And he warned the Qatari delegates, if anybody asks you for a bribe, come and tell me. Hello, Mr. President. Thank you for demarketing your country. And at G20, you heard what he was saying. There is insecurity, there is hunger, there is this, there is this. You are the chief marketing officer of your country, and you are demarketing the country. I will tell you, real countries that want to invest, they invest in DR Congo and all troubled spots. They factor in all these crises, and they even get insurance for all of this to come into place and pillage the country and leave. So, real investment, we want to see real investment that translate into bettering the lives of our people. We haven't seen that so far. All the loans they've been getting, the World Bank loans, the Chinese loan, where are we seeing that? It's not impacted on the people. It's not helped the Naira. It's not brought inflation down. But they are getting loans all over the place. Just a few days ago, they got a loan of 2.2 billion. They got approval from the House, from the Senate, from the National Assembly. It took only 48 hours for the do-nothing National Assembly to give him approval, go and get loans. For what? For what? He is proposing a bill of 47.9 billion. And the collection agencies that make money, they said they have collected 51 trillion so far. So far. So why are you getting all this money? To do what? He gets all these loans, and the National Assembly does not ask him what are these loans for, and we do not see the benefit. So we must question, especially in a situation where we're worried there's a state capture by the president and his business associates that we do not. You see them signing MOUs in France. On whose behalf? On whose behalf? Definitely not on my behalf, not on my grandmother's behalf. They are not in government. Nobody knows about these guys. You see them signing on behalf of Nigeria. State capture. You have your business associates running this country. Nobody can tell me how much FIRS has collected, or how much customs, or how much this, or how much this. Nobody knows what comes in, what goes out. And the reason is because our National Assembly is complicit, is there in bed with this bad governance. This cannot continue. We must all wake up. Investment from France is not going to solve our problem. Get investment wherever you're going to get investment. But we're very nervous with this love fest between our president and France and his prime minister. It's a harbinger of bad things to come because of France's history around us. And we cannot trust France or any country without security. Doing that will be foolhardy. And you said, yes, there is insecurity in the north. It's going to get much worse with France around. They want to go and fight, let them go and do their own fighting. We will solve our problems here.
Professor Yusuf, let me...
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Let me just move the conversation in a different direction.
See, for me, this is my own take, my own opinion. The problem we are having in Nigeria is religion. Because the Northerners are feeling the heat now, even more than we, the South. But this religion is still holding them. Say, no, don't let these people go. Yusuf told you, the indigenous people will solve the problem, not for the help of France or help of America. But would they let it be? Professor Yusuf, do the needful. Use your platform, use your microphone to call the list of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Tell Nigeria government to let him go. Tell Nigeria government to let Mazi Nnamdi Kanu go. Tell Nigeria government to obey their own courts. And I want to tell you, if you think the North alone can do it, you are dreaming. You need to wake up. Like you normally said, you need to wake up. If you think the North alone can do it, you need to wake up, Professor Yusuf. The Northerners have a lot of resources. They can turn their land to Dubai. Northerners can turn their land to Saudi Arabia. They have a lot of resources in the North. And mind you, the IPOB leader, the supreme leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said, the oil is not the problem. If you want oil, you come and take oil. But allow us to develop ourselves. So, Professor Usman Yusuf, use your platform, use your power to speak the list of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And I want you to go and listen to that lady. You guys are in the same program. That lady talk about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to let Biafra go. It is time for you to start working, to start speaking on it. If not, you guys cannot do it alone. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said it before. The jealousy and the envy on Igbos. If you guys don't let it go, it will consume everybody. The foreigners will take the land. And you know they are coming. Now I can see your fight protecting your own brother and sister in Niger. I appreciate that. I have no problem with that. But do the needful. Take this religion mentality to Islamize, take it away. But this is what is holding, destroying everybody, everything now. This is what some people in the north, in your area, is still holding. Because Osman Danfodo mentality, Ahmad Bello mentality, to deep collar in the high sea. It can never be possible. It can never be possible. It can't be possible. We are Ndigbo, the first people on the planet. Ndigbo. It can't be possible. We don't care about foreign religion. People like us, we don't care about foreign religion. We believe in Chukwu Okike Abiyama. Before Muslim, Christianity, Jewish, our fathers know that that is God, that is Chukwu. We don't care about those religions. We know who we are. So, do the needful. Let Mazi Nnamdi Kanu go, because Northerners alone cannot do it. This is fact. Let's continue.
made reference to the 10th National Assembly, and we know about these tax reforms that have passed the second reading. But then we're continuing to see this northern resistance to the reform bills that were proposed by President Bola Tinubu, and it's continued to spark a significant opposition, particularly from northern Nigeria, where we see these economic challenges and a largely informal economy dominate. While some argue that Nigeria needs these reforms to reduce its fiscal deficits, others worry that they could stifle economic activity and growth. Do you have any concerns about this resistance? And how can the government balance this urgent need for revenue generation, which is a problem that we have, with fostering an environment that supports a business expansion and job creation on the back of these tax reforms?
Right. So President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is essentially bringing the Lagos model to the big stage. What was the Lagos model? Tax, 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 tax. You cannot overtax your citizens to a level that they cannot pay. You've removed subsidy, you've made them poorer. You've floated the naira, you've devalued the currency. People are poorer. Why are you taxing them? What you need to do is to broaden the tax base instead of overtaxing citizens, number one. Number two, people will say, oh, those that are against this tax bill, they haven't even read the tax bill. Hello. It is not the responsibility of citizens to go and read. It is the responsibility of the executive, the government, that is going to bring any policy to people to come and sensitize and explain to them and get their approval. You cannot just pay hired consultants.
Now, Biafrans, you can see Usman Yusuf exposed a lot of things here, but did our people taking this message serious? No. In the South, did they understood Usman Yusuf message? The answer is no. You know why? Because our youth are supposed to push this message so wide. What are they doing? They are busy creating content. They are busy. This Samba, bro, are you now begging the Fulani Janjaweed to help release? You are confused. And this Sambamba, you know me. You come again, I will block you. You know me, come again, I will block you. I will find where you are watching me from YouTube. I block you. I have asked you, be man enough, come on the program. If you comment nonsense on my program, I will block you. I always block you. And where are you watching me from? Okay, from Facebook, maybe from Mazi. I'm watching you. You will see what I will do to you now. So now, our people, our youths, what are they doing? Content creator, making money on Facebook. And guess what? All those things is master's game. Because they know Nigeria have a big population. And if the youth, there's no money, guess what? Everywhere will start exploding. They now divided our youths in the land as content creators. They now push money in the media. Oh, Facebook. They create a way that you will make money in Facebook. They create a way you make money in TikTok. They create a way you make money even in S&O. But ask yourself, the youth in Western world, did they depend on media money? The answer is no. Biafrans, give me a minute. A minute. Can I block all this okoko? Ọ na-akpọ onwe ya Sam. Chineke kpọọ gị ọkụ. Ebe ka o si nene. Let's go to Mazi Ezumezu Nwekwensu. I think he must be there. Na-edekwa iwe ihe dị na because mma block ọkụkụ now. And say bye-bye. Continue writing. I told you guys, because I have blocked him on all the places. Now I'm blocking you now. Chineke ya kpọrọ ọkụ. But after with another name, I know you where you write. Ike kpọọ ọkụ. Oh yeah. Bye bye. Choose. You can still block ogu now. Kega agago. I'm not able to say nene. Because all the accounts I block him on all the accounts. Yeah. Oh yeah, but that was create another one and come in. Can't block Kwara again. Okay, say me. Oh, mu wan no. Iwe wo obi mu. Eji mo mma jide ji. Ndachi rilie. Mmeyelo gị bata. Mmechie. Ịma mbata. Ụnọ m ka ọ bụ. Ụnọ m ebe obu m. Obi m ka ọ bụ. So, let's continue. They are busy. They created this way to turn to move our youths away from reality. Media money. But I asked before now, the Westerners, their youths, how many of them believe in TikTok to make money, TikTok money? How many of them believe to make Facebook money? No, not that they're not into it. They're into it, but how many of them did they take it as a job? Some of them, they have their job is when they come, they put something on media. No, but they now channel our youths. Everybody's a content creator in Africa. Everybody's a content creator in Nigeria. Even our mothers, our fathers, to make money. But the main issue, they turn our face off. Use this media money to do what? To cover the reality. But guess what? The truth is coming. When the reality will hit us, now, I will present a video again from Niger head of state, where he was accusing Nigeria. That's to tell you that these guys are working together. These Northerners and their brothers in Niger, they are working, they are born. You can't separate them. Now, I want to bring the video. And most of what he speaks is Hausa. What he speaks is Hausa. So if you understand Hausa, it will be okay. Now I want you guys to listen.
Su sun ka zo tunda sun ga ta sama ne sojan Chadi ke kai ma yan Boko hari sai sun ka ba su makamai masu sabke jirgi.
Ka ji maki
Faransa tabba
yan Boko
Haram. Kwarai ku.
Da jirgin Chadi ya zo
a halbe shi. Wannan abin tabbas 16 ga wata na Oktobar sun kai wannan. Sun ka kawo musu makamai. Don kaga tsibirin Chadi Faransa sun aji. Rahoton da muka samu ga manyan 'yan ta'addan nan da muka kama sun ka ce muna to akwai wata shawara da ake yi amma shugabannin Najeriya sun san da ita shine akwai wani daji da aka ce ma gaba nan wajen Sokoto ga gayinsu yake dajin nan ana son a maida shi tsibiri ne na 'yan ta'adda waɗanda aka ce ma lakurawa wannan wasiƙa ta rijejeniya watan mars wata na 3 rana 4 ga wannan wata an ka yi ta tsakanin 'yan faransa da iswap ba boko haram ba iswap tsakankaninsu da iswap tunda su ne a wilaya suke gayi su ne da alaka da waɗanga a cikin mali wanda aka ce ma ita islamic ogaran sahara don wannan rijejeniya budewa wurin da aka ce ma na lakurawa cikin dajin gaba can za a budewa wani tsibiri wani gungu da 'yan ta'adda ne za su watsuwa wannan sokoto ne zamfara ne kebbi ne duka za su watsuwa amma ya ce muna wallahi shugabannin najeriya suna da labari to mu sai mun ka ɗauki zancen nashi ƙarya shi kai don bai son mu ba najeriya wannan bayanin ne tunda muna dibin da mu da najeriya Allah na tuba ba ta yiwa mu ji abin da zai cuta musu mu koyi shugabansu na rahoto da bayani ana ce mishi tunda an sauya shi mai sauya ma da an kai mai wani aiki ne an ka bashi ana ce mai Ahmed Abubakar Rufa'i mun ka kiraye shi mun ka ce mai to kaga abin da Faransa ke da niyyar yi tunda ba mu yi tsammani ba ya ce to yana turowa mutane su zo su kwashi isasshen rahoto ya turo mutane mun ka ɗauki nauyinsu DGDSA ta Niger ta ɗauki nauyinsu yawonsu gidan kaso nan Nyamai ne cikin ƙasa ne babu inda ba a kai su ba sun ka tattauna da 'yan ta'adda tunda ba guda ba biyu ba uku ne mun ka kama abu ne da nasiri ne ba za a gayin shi ba sun ka tattauna da su sun ka gaya musu ga abin da Faransa take son ta kirkira sun ka koma da wannan rahoto sai da baya ne kaico mun ka gane da zamba cikin aminci tunda mun zo mun gane da wanda mun kai kira mun ka gaya ma Ahmed Abubakar Rufa'i yana cikin waɗanda shine turawa ke ce ma puan focal da 'yan ta'adda ke gani shi ke tura su foro har wata ƙasa da aka ce ma Centrafrique in sun komo shi ke karɓar su makamansu ne a kuɗi ne na abinci farfaro ne
duk shi ke bada
shi ke kula da su da bayan mun ka gane sa'annan har an yi ɓanna tunda mun aminci mun ka bi ashe ba haka ba ne kaji ko da mun ka gane wannan mun gaya musu ba mu ga kuma wa za mu gaya ba tunda shi ne ke kula da wannan akwai guda ana ce mai Nuhu Ribado shi ma ya san da zancen shi har yanzu ma yana bisa karaga shi ne a National Security Advisor.
This is the Niger head of state accusing Nigeria of working with France to sponsor Boko Haram to fight against Niger. It's 2 videos, so listen. If you understand the Hausa, that will be better.
Shi ne mashawarcin shugaban kasa Bola Tinubu akan sha'anin tsaro. Duk sun san da zancen, kuma duk sun kai shiru da zancen. Nan ne mun ka gane kenan harakan nan kihi tun ga kai ne ya ruɗe. Ba wuciya ce ta ruɗe, kan kihi ne ya ruɗe. Da mun ka gani wannan, mun ka ce to mu ɗauki matakai. Lakura wannan in an kasu, menene abin da za a basu, aikin da za a basu su yi. Bututun manmu France waɗanga da annan cikin Benin ina zuwa ga Benin don in gaya ma zoben da sun kai muna bututunmu na mai cikin watan Mayu sun ka fara cewa a ɗauko musu rahoto bisa bututunmu na mai duk inda yake shiga cikin bushiya cikin kwayi kamar inda adda itace da yawa cikin gumbi a gaya musu a ɗauko hoto a yi bidiyo a aika musu suna nan Benin bututunmu na mai banda bututunmu na mai al'umma sun yi niyya da ba za a noma ba kaji tsibiri na bui ga na lakchad ga na sokoto zamfara
zuwa kebbi
tsibiri na uku shine Benin arewa Benin cikin W akwai wani gari da aka ce mai Porga. Porga ga turanci na bada wasu kordone ake ce musu ga turanci da na bada za su gwada ma inda Porga take. Porgan nan in ka yi tahiya arewa maso yamma kilo 5 kana zuwa bisa kai ga inda 'yan ƙasa forces special na Faransa suke zamne yanzu haka zancen ga da nike ma inda ba wanga bayani sun ka jiya ba sun ka ba su ma iya tunda sun yi gini kwarai in ma sun tsere suna barin gini in ka tai kana tardo gini ko babu mutane ciki nan sun kai guda sun kai shi wani wuri da aka ce ma duk dai cikin Benin da aka ce ma Penjari shi ma wani kwayi ne itace ke da kwai da yawa ita Porga tana iyaka ga Burkina ita waga Penjari tana iyaka ga Togo force special na faransa nan suke kan su koma nan sai da sun kai zama wani otal da kotonu sun kai wata guda suna cikin su wajen 250 in kun tai kun tambaya yan benin ko da kake jin ana wani minahici ana ta babu turawa cikin kasan an kai tsibiri na benin na park w da penjari an kai tsibiri tunda.
Now let's play the second one. The second one, because he accused Nigeria on 2 different programs.
Tinubu a ba su wuri borno mun tura mutane sun je ba Najeriya suna da iko ba su tura iko a je a yi bincike dajin baga wannan iyaka wannan waje wata 4 na yi babu inda ban sani ba mutane sun yi bincike sun tabbatar da faransa suna cikin wani wuri da wani tsibiri da aka ce ma kurna dan Niger akwai waɗanda sun kai 2008 mun yi zama tare can wurin sun sani akwai wani da aka ce ma kurna akwai wani wuri da aka ce ma kangarwa akwai wani wuri da aka ce ma dogon cuku akwai wata tsibiri da su turawan da sun ka bata suna Canada sun ka ce mata sun ka yi ɗokakken jihohi wannan na kewaye.
So I think it was the same program but different this thing I caught it. So this is the Niger head of state coming out speaking, accusing Nigeria of working with France to destroy his own country, work with Boko Haram. And guess what? It's not up to 24 hours. The president accused Nigeria, and Chief of Defense Staff from Nigeria came on media to excuse Nigeria from the accusation. Let's listen to the Chief of Defense Staff from Nigeria, what he said.
For more on this issue, we are now being joined by the Chief of Defense Staff, General Christopher Musa. You're welcome to NTA Network News.
Thank you very much.
Compliments of the season.
I'm glad to be here. Thank you.
Now, General, these are weighty allegations. What was your first reaction to the claims by Nigerian authorities, and what other evidence to counter the claims at this point do you have?
Thank you very much. Highly unfortunate, I would say. Nigerian government have shown right from the start that we want peace within the sub-region, and we've done everything possible to ensure that we show peace. We've been to Liberia, we've been to Sierra Leone, we've been to other countries, we're in Senegal, we're in Gambia, just to ensure that we project peace within this sub-region. For President of Niger to bring up this allegation, I think personally, I think it's an issue he's trying to divert attention from the challenges he's facing. I think when they came in, they had this intention, they promised they were going to restore peace and tranquility within Niger Republic. That has not happened. I think he thinks by the time he keeps on throwing blame games against Nigeria, it will keep his people up and make him remain relevant to whatever he is doing. I visited Niger personally, and I met the Chief of Defense Staff. We sat down and we discussed this issue. And the president's mandate was that we should ensure and reassure them that Nigeria will never, ever allow any foreign base on its soil. We have never done it. We will never do it. If you've noticed over history, Nigeria has been the peaceful country that has always been given an open door. Whenever there are conflicts in other countries, we take them out, bring them in Nigeria until these conflicts are settled before they return. You remember in Liberia, we did the same thing. In Gambia, we did the same thing. In Sierra Leone, we're doing the same thing. And we continue to do so. It is not in our own character to allow anybody use our soil to attack any country, anywhere, not even our neighbors. For us, Nigeria and Niger share a common bond. We have over 1,500 kilometers stretch of border, 7 Nigerian states sharing common border with common culture, religious affinities together that we share. We will not want to destroy such a relationship for whatever reason. And I'm sure the Nigerians, if they are truthful to themselves, they know we have done everything possible to show them that we love them and we want them to be part of it. The last ECOWAS meeting that we had the statement of Mr. President where he still gave the open window for Niger, Mali and Burkina Faso to still come back to the fold of ECOWAS. We believe together we are stronger. We know the challenges they are facing and they cannot handle that alone. They need us to be able to assist them in ensuring that we address this issue. And again, whatever it is that is affecting the sub-region affects everybody. And that's why it's important for us to continue to partner together. So we reassure Nigerians that there's nothing like that. No military base coming to Nigeria. We don't have any intention, we don't have any need for us to encourage anybody to attack Niger for whatever reason. We don't have that need. I think we have enough to deal with here.
Indeed, General, since the video came out, there were a lot of, talk about the video when it was released. And this is indeed a diplomatic issue. And what other diplomatic or military measures can Nigeria take to address these allegations?
Well, like I've mentioned, we've reached out to the Nigerian troops. We're still working together because we understand the enemy we're dealing with does not respect any border. And if we don't come together to fight, none of them will survive it. They need us as much as we need them. So we not want Nigeria to be turned into any proxy war, and that's why we don't want any foreign base, because once you allow one side to come in, the other side takes the other, and then there will be issues. We don't want the sub-region to turn to a conflict zone. I'm sure that we all know that we have issues on ground affecting us with insurgency, terrorism, banditry, and all sorts. So we not want to add any other conflict within our general area, and that's why it's important that we do that. Diplomatically, the federal government is taking action to ensure that we equally convey this message, as you have seen conveyed by the Ministry of Information. We have no reason to want to bring out any terrorist group to attack anybody for whatever reason.
Okay, now how would you describe Nigeria's relationship with France, particularly in the context of regional security and cooperation? And are there any joint military operations or agreements that are being misconstrued as destabilizing Niger Republic?
Thank you very much. Well, Nigeria is a sovereign state. Nigeria is an independent state that also operates on its own. We have alliances with other people. We have business dealings with most countries of the world. France has been a country that has been with Nigeria for over a long while. Even while the Nigerians themselves were romancing with the French government. So it's funny for them that they have been with them all through these years, and because they have issues with them, they think every other person should have it. Their enemies shouldn't be our own enemies. But we, because we're a bigger country, because we're a greater country, we're a country that also respects human rights, respects the dignity of other countries, especially Africa. Nigerians
This man is not sincere to himself. This so-called Christopher Musa, Chief of Defense Staff of Nigeria, is not sincere to himself. You can see your enemy will not be my enemy. Nigeria have been romancing with France because they're having problem now. They want us to have problem. No, this guy is not sincere to himself. How about Burkina Faso? How about Mali? How about Chad? Don't you see what France done there? Don't you see what France done there? Since they kicked France out, do you see the progress they have achieved? The living of France is buying less than $1. They are now selling it in the market more than up to $200. So you love France to be slaving your own Africans. This man, you are not sincere to yourself. You are not sincere to yourself. You know what? The same you people will fight yourself. You are here to defend France, but you don't see the atrocity France committed in African countries. Evil people. Let's continue listening to him.
Foreign policy has always been African-centered, and they know there are a lot of things that Nigerians have done, Nigeria has done to make sure that these countries are stabilized, both economic-wise, diplomatically, and otherwise. And so, for them to turn around because they have fallen apart with France, and they think using us and making us look bad, then it will make their own countrymen feel that they are doing something. No, it is wrong, and I think it is unfortunate. And I think it's important for them to also come back and actually recall those statements that they've made. They are injurious to Nigeria as a country, and they are highly unfortunate. These are things that never expected any country, especially like Niger, to make such statements.
Indeed, Nigeria has always been a big brother to other African countries, and we know as head of ECOWAS, they have a lot of responsibility. Now, what implications do these allegations for regional security, particularly in the Sahel region, where Nigeria and Niger have collaborated on counter-terrorism efforts, and how will Nigeria work to maintain trust and cooperation within its regional partners?
Important that we show them that we still remain friends despite these statements, and I think the Ministry of Foreign Affairs is also taking steps to address these issues. We still have our embassy open, we still have our defense advisors there, we still have our ambassador there, so we are not calling them out because we know that the terrorists we are dealing with require that we all work together as a team. The Nigerians cannot do it alone, the Malians cannot do it, the Burkinabes cannot do it alone. We need to work together as a team. Remember, they are landlocked countries. They will have a lot of challenges if they have to withdraw fully out of ECOWAS. There are so many implications to that, and I'm sure they're aware of that. So I think the wise thing for them to do is for us to come together. Other aspect is that if we don't work together, then there will be a lot of issues. It will also open up situations where other non-state actors will come and take advantage on what's going on. We have seen what is going on in Sudan. We wouldn't want that to happen within the sub-region because it will engulf everybody. We want the sub-region to remain peaceful. We don't want anybody to come and take advantage of what's going on to say that he's coming here to do one thing or the other. Nigeria has the capacity to secure itself. All we do is that we do military joint training with countries of the world, with all the countries, because Nigeria is a non-aligned country. So we're open to training, to courses. We send our officers on courses, like even the Nigerians and every other person. It's a normal thing in the military. But that we have military bases on, unfortunately, if you see most of the videos being sent, just before now, I saw a video that was sent over about 6-7 years ago when Nigerian troops were on a United Nations operation. And it is said that it is just happening. And so many other videos like that. People just go in for reasons best known to them to try to wipe all these sentiments. And I know both within and outside, there are individuals that are not happy that things are really picking up. And they're always very happy when they see things are bad. And they keep on wiping out these falsehoods so people can continue to think that Nigeria is failing. Nigeria is not failing. Nigeria will never fail. Nigeria will remain strong. And whoever it is that comes against Nigeria will be ready to face the consequences.
Indeed, we saw your visit some months ago to Niger. Will there be any roundtable talks after this?
Yes, we have established, we have an advisory team that we have formed. During my visit, we also requested that the Nigerians too should also form their own so that they can, at that level, start discussing. We're having back windows, we're still discussing. As military men, we understand the dynamics of security and the need for us to cooperate. We also try to establish, we retain our 20 kilometers of pursuit if we pursue any terrorists across, because the terrorists don't respect borders. If we pursue them, we can go 20 kilometers into the neighboring country. If they also pursue, they can also come in, and that's the way that we make sure that it is effective. The Nigerians know clearly that we mean them well. We don't mean any harm against them. So they should please stop allowing people, push them into talking things they know nothing about or things that are not true. This falsehood will not help any of us.
Thank you, Chief of Defense Staff General Christopher Musa. We thank you so much for your insight on this matter.
Thank you very much.
So, Biafrans, you can see the way the Chief of Defense Staff came online to defend Nigeria, but we know the reality, we know the truth. We know the truth. We know the truth. And he have to be very careful. Because when your brothers rise up to fight you, that battle will be very, very tough. This is not about Igbo now. This is not about Biafra. It's your own brothers from the north. They are rising up. They are rising up. Now, Biafrans, let me present some videos some videos to you. First of all, let me present a video when Niger accused Nigeria of blowing oil pipe in the border. Let's present the video. This is the oil pipe Niger accused Nigeria of blowing up in the border.
Sale ga diba na kana sonsona kamar bakin maiwa kamar bakin
So you can see, if this thing will take place all the far away from north, that tells you what is happening in coastal area. All those some pipe being blow up is by Nigeria government. So Niger accused Nigeria government of blowing this pipe up. Now, let's present a video again of the North speaking up against Bola Ahmed Tinubu.
Minister of Works went to Sokoto, is telling Sokoto that the job will start from Badagry to Sokoto 2027. You did it before you do it. We can't do it. We cannot vote Tinubu. We can't vote Hungary. We can't. You, how many votes do you bring from Ipob as a governor Omahi? Your Excellency, how many votes do you bring from Ipob during the campaign? How many votes? If it's for your vote from the East as well, Tinubu will not become a president. We vote Tinubu from the North, so you can't tell us what. We know what to do to remove him 2027. Serious. You can't command anybody in Sokoto. Who are you? Because they give you contract of 15 trillion. You say Sokoto? Who are the contractor of that company? What is the name of the company from Badagry to Sokoto Road? And why do they start? Where do they put their bulldozer? You are telling people story, lie. You are a liar. And God will ask you that in what you are telling people. It is no good. And now you revoke contract to Kaduna for the road. Where are the contractor? Which contractor do they give the road? From Okonga to Jos, problem. From Jos to Bauchi, Gombe, all. After both out to Maiduguri, no problem. Where do they do the road? From Bino here, if you are going to Kalba, problem. From here, if you are going to no road you commission as a minister. Before when you come, you are visiting the whole site, putting steel helmet, waiting whether you do this. So this we just want to campaign. Why don't you go campaign for Sokoto? We cannot vote Tinubu for 2027 from the north. We cannot. It's right there we die. We cannot vote Hungary. So far, and the only appointment where it is appointing Yorubas from Lagos, not from Ogun, not from Ondo. Then we go voting for what? This person who is taking one side. Okay, why they not arrest Sunday ago? He want a protest in London. Tinubu doesn't make the arresting. But they are sending security to arrest Bello Bodejo, arrest Kanu. People who are standing for their people, they want to arrest them because this one is a Fulani, this one is an Igbo man. But Sunday ago is patrolling, even is making a party yesterday. He threw a party in Ibadan. He was not arrested. Somebody is preaching for Adudua. Then you want us to vote again. Then when we vote for 2027, what will come out? Then what we are afraid, and then this person is the same person want to change vehicle every year. The president every year will change vehicle. Food alone for presidency is 49.6 trillion for food, billion for food alone for president. Then he want to change vehicle every year. Do you come to change a vehicle, or you come for function, or you come to work for Nigeria? Mr. President, I campaign with you. You know me, I know you. You say we should give you Nigeria. There's a new hope. Where is the new hope? All you tell us is not true. And you say you suspend all your activities in Lagos. Okay, you suspend the activities because people die on the food. What do you send the food for them to celebrate the Christmas? You have no activities there in Lagos. You just go there to rest. What's your activities? He said, just a pity, Your Excellency. You don't have any activities there. You go there to rest. And people die for hunger because they want to get the food. Do you send the food for those people so that a brother can go for Christmas? No. You say suspend the activities. That cannot solve the solution. We expect you to send like 100 or 300 trailers to that area so that people can go for Christmas everywhere in Nigeria because of this shameful something that happened, which the world have seen it. Because it has seen it, it is under Vera already. This is the first time that Nigerian, the giant of Africa, people will die for food inside crowd because of food. You will just die. It's a shame. Not war, not anything. Then you are talking about voting. No security in Sokoto, no security in Zamfara, no security in Kaduna. Then people are dying. They cannot follow the road travel. Then you say we know what to do. 20. Thank God you say we know what to do. 20 to 27 before 12, Oga, you don't go. You and your Oga will go and we will investigate you. Mind you, after that, we'll investigate all the money you collected from Ministry of Works. Beware. Because I have the total, all the money given to you. So beware, you will visit EFCC after we come up 2027. By 12 o'clock, your Oga, you follow, maybe you will vote you and Ipob and Lagos, but not for not. We can't vote him. You can't force us. Who are you even to tell us whom to vote? Who are you? Who are you? You are challenging us all the northern. Who are you? What qualification do you have? I'm having a PhD. You can't compare with me. An engineer. You say you are engineer. Engineer to whom? You are engineer for Ipob. People are fighting between your border and Benue. What do you do to that solution? Do you go there and visit the place and you see it? Do you commission any road as a minister since you come? No. Then you expect us again saying what you are telling us what to do in Sokoto. We should vote. You are not. Your campaign is nonsense. We can't vote 2027. We are taking Tunumbu out. We can't vote where a Christian can die for hungry. Once Salah comes now, the same thing. Muslim will die for where they are collecting rice. We can't continue this hungry, Oga. Poor party is too much. That is just to show. It's a shame.
So this man, the doctor, is replying to Dave Umahi through him to Tinubu. Now let's play a video where one of Imam asking that Biafra should go, Ujudua should go. We are coming to the end of our program. So I want you guys to listen.
Wallahi a ra'ayina da masu ra'ayi irin nawa ƙasar nan ta rabu a raba ta kawai a raba ta oduduwa su ɗauki nasu Biafra su ɗauki nasu mu musulmi mu ɗauki namu wallahi a ra'ayina da masu ra'ayi irin nawa ƙasar nan ta rabu a raba ta kawai a raba ta oduduwa su ɗauki nasu Biafra su ɗauki nasu mu musulmi mu ɗauki namu wallahi.
He's one of Imam in the north. He said, Oduduwa go, Biafra go. Remember what Mazi Kanu said? A time will come, the northerners will be asking Biafra to go. It's happening. Let's listen to him.
Wannan shine solution. A raba ta, a raba ƙasar, wannan shine ra'ayinmu, a raba ta. Su ci man su umma mai ɗin ne. A bar mu da shanunmu, a bar mu da wakenmu, a bar mu da gyaɗanmu, a bar mu da shinkafanmu, a bar mu da dawanmu, a bar mu da geronmu. Ku je ku ci fetur ɗin. Ku je ku ci. A raba ƙasar. Mu samu mu ɗabbaka shari'ar musulunci. Ba wata shegiya Ngozi ko Dabora da za ta zo ta fi tsirara suke rabin mamanta a waje ta ɓata tarbiyyar 'ya'yanmu ta ɓata ba shegin da ta yi haka da sunan constitution ya bada right babu wannan a rabu kawai wallahi rabuwan ƙasa ne shine alheri ga musulunci ga musulmai wallahi tallahi shine kuma shine munafukan cikin mu da su ƙara bayyana mu gano su ko kudu ko arewa wallahi a raba ta domin ba za mu yarda ana kashe mana 'yan uwan musulmi ba mu kuma su suna zaune a nan lafiya ba zai yi ba gwamnati ki ta kinnot ba za mu yarda ba ba za mu yadda a kashe mutane musu suna zaune a lafiya suna ɗebe mata tattalin arzikin ƙasa ba za mu yadda ba wannan ba an fa zo wajen red line ba za mu yadda da wannan ba shine gaskiyar magana ba za mu yadda ba yawa ko da a yi stopping ko kuma a yi yaƙi wannan shine gaskiyar magana.
So it's one of the imam in the north. He said, let Biafra go, let Oduduwa go. They want to be on their own. This is the beginning. 2025 will be a different ball game. The oppressors will start fighting themselves. The oppressors will start asking those they are oppressing to go. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, what he said. They are the one now asking that we should go. That's why I told you guys, this struggle have two faces of coins. Physical aspect of it and spiritual aspect of it. If you think that the physical aspect of it is not working, the spiritual aspect of it is working, only if you have the inner eye. Nothing will stop coming of Biafra. Nothing will stop release of our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Nothing. For those that say that Onyendu is not that talking of Biafra, nobody's talking about Biafra now. Onyendu is another mission to restore Biafra. It's another in different mission now to restore Biafra. You think 3 years inside DSS cell is for nothing. It can never be for nothing. Now let me use this last video to end up for this enemy in their camp, Samonekpa camp. I told him, whatever you sow, you shall reap. What goes around comes around. For those of them clapping for the woman, clapping for one Yiswacha in France. For those of them giving her ladder to climb, Chika Medike, one Yiswacha in France. For those of them telling her, Adandocho, lie down, when he was blackmailing innocent people. I will play one video before I go. We are the same woman they were applauding, clapping, lifting her up, giving her ladder to climb, telling her, do well, you are doing well. We're blackmailing people, other people. All of them keep quiet. That the same woman is coming after them one by one. Let me play the video before I go. But today, this program is not for them. But I have to play this video before I go. It's very important I play this before I go.
I wish that one day I was about that meeting of Christian Sonia Kalawan. And again. How can she not? Everybody. Everybody na that meeting.
So Biafrans, you see the reason why I'm playing this video is not that what this woman is saying is truth. It's not that I believe in what she's saying. Because nwaanyị na-afụ wuo onye asị. Ọ asị jiri ọnụ ma n'ụtụtụ ma n'efife ma n'abalị. This woman ifo nwaanyị asị asị ada ndị ụchụ. Nwaanyị socha na France Chika Melike asị jiri ọnụ. But the reason why I'm playing this video today is to tell people like Vam, people like Chiamaka Ajele, for those of them that's clapping for this woman when he was blackmailing other people, when he was busy blackmailing other people, they were clapping for her. Right on. Adando Ocho, right on. When he such a right on. They were clapping for her. For the same person like Ogechukwu Ngeli that bought laptop for her, pay her up 3 times. She confessed with her mouth. And they started having problem when he told the man to help her to take as his son to US. They were all busy clapping, telling her to cheering her up because they are enjoying the blackmail of another people. Today is their turn. Today is their turn. And I told this woman, Agwam this Adanto Ocho, when you searching at France, the same people that lifted you up, will bring you down. Man on them. The same people that lifted you up will bring you down. Let's continue listening.
Because of family waiting blockade. Bam, when I back to Italy. Bam, that's the back to Italy in there. We just put you on. Bam, we just put you on. There's a moke, John. Bam, not moke. Who you moke? Anu abomination. Nani. When I go with them, would ya we be? One of them, John, Bam. abandon. No one in mother abandon. So while as long as you're on London. You don't know Mama get to change my another. With 2 months and half, with 2 1 half in it. Man, this man, now I'm going to even at Mariano. Oh, yeah, man, I'm going to find abomination. You don't know what man. Now is there man you do the Baba, chairman, you could share with me. I got a time and idea. Good, I would try it. But same with the kind of Biafra that you today now. Biafra would take it. Oh, now I got their Biafra that take it. And I'm making it in all wrong here. It's a way put up from that. Put up from that. Then again.
So Biafrans, if there, now what goes around comes around. Okay, this woman now blackmail a lot of people. Now blackmail Madam Nenianya, IPO head of finance. Now blackmail our leader's family. Also blackmail our leader's wife. These people were clapping for her. They were clapping for her. Right on. Okay, the same woman now blackmail himself. Even in all vam 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 ogogomia. Even in all vam 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 ogogomia. They were also clapping for her. Today, all go turn of bam bam bam. And I help share the video on Aga. But if we want Agwam ya kwa ono go chena asi, the same people, the same your people, they will pull you down. Oge ngwa gna ebe oke na ebe ogene. Ichena asi, emechijile onu gukwu ebe isi. Emechijile onu gukwu afa nna go. But the same people, nda megene kwolu ma laptop na akwụkwọ ụgwọ ọnwa, the same people you're making, they will pull you down. Because mkpụrụ niile ịkọ ị aghọta ya. Ọ mkpụrụ niile ịkọ. Because mkpụrụ onye ịkọ ka ọ ya aghọrọ. Mkpụrụ niile ịkọ ada ndị ụchụ. Nwaanyị amagba. Ị aghọta ya, Chineke ya akpọghị ọkụ. Chineke ya akpọghị ọkụ. I'm not here to defend Sokoko and Warfare. I'm not here to defend that Chiamaka Jale, but no can we tell you, most of you that are supporting evil shall locate you. Evil shall locate you. Let's continue listening.
Your issue, the media don't have issue. Nigeria don't have issue with you. We don't have issue. Because of what was playing out from behind. There's nobody even if you love your daughter, take good care of her. If not, bam 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 down on what they on because we are very careful. Only with mother. Why did you wish it? You might be paid. You have to protect your children. Bam 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 we are clear. Walk on when I get wrong. Oh my God, you don't deserve to be a mother. I'm very sorry. You are an idiot. Get even this man now. Get even more. I would have come with. I would not then. Here you will have to work again and up. You are like in there. Now, put the work on a beer. On our get to the bed. Each other, and I have to look at the life. Also, my non uno. Be very careful. Mind your business unless you're children. It's no abomination, man. Abomination.
So, Biafra, I will stop here because today is not their program. I'm just saying I decided to play this one, no, because what goes around always comes around. This woman, but I'm happy that those that gave him ladder then, those that are applauding him, clapping for her, is fighting some of them today. Is fighting some of them today. So that we teach you guys lesson that call evil evil. If you had Loma boy evil, you people supported this woman to blackmail a lot of people. Now it's your turn. Chiamaka Ajele, now it's your turn. Chiamaka Ajele, now it's your turn. Ogechukwu Ngele, now it's your turn. Sonia Palawa, now it's your turn. It will all get to you guys because you people supported evil. Evil shall locate you guys. Biafra, I alapụ na ebe a. Anụ ọfịa this woman. Ọgwụgwụ unu ka agụ si egbu ya. Ewesendeli ya fọnde ilo. Okene Chukwu na enwere ego otu eji enye ụmụ ya nri. But anụ ọfịa ya pụta na-agwa unu na somebody will pour na onye nwere ego nka the same stupid woman ka na-ego na laptop. But Mazi ezumezu na this laptop and me this laptop out and giving it out. Me make it up my thing and giving it out. Anụ ọfịa. Chineke kpọọ ọkụ this woman. I'm coming for you. You and your fake prophet na Turkey. Obinna, I'm coming. Na-eti n'oti mgbodo mgbo bute eziokwu Chineke. Mma ayụrụ ka nkirika ọgọdọ. Chineke ya kpụ niile ọkụ. Biafra ka ọ dị. Ndewo.
Chiri mara ndị kwere ekwe ndị bụ na-ejikwa ịhụnanya ịnarata ihe n'aka ndị bụ na-ejikwa mmadụ anata wee bụrụta ego dịrị ha mgbala izewe ịhụnanya mgbe okwukwe nwere olileanya mgbe okwukwe nwere olileanya ịhụnanya gbara ọsọ n'ụlọ ụka ngwa gị ya chụrụ ya ọsọ iru otu na nkewa akpọmasị maramara n'iru chụrụ ya ọsọ nwanna m na ya nsachi mmụọ si na ọmụrụ ya nnọọ onye ahụ mụ na ya sekwa ekpere ọ na-agọzi na njọ ọgwụ eje o wee bụrụ ọkwa ka a na-azọ onye nwere ọkwa ọhụ ya kachasị we not set it all no look about Kassinja we not set it all the next the loser stand so small iro dị n'ụlọ yiri akwa balisi onye ga-agwa mebe odolisi bịa gbawara m egwu ịhụnanya aga m akụkwara gị egwu Abia State Eli Nnamdi abụ ndị hụrụ n'ụwa ole Nnamdi Kanu ala Biafra ole nwanne gị gọvanọ Lesotho ole nwanne gị Mazu nwanne m ole Nnamdi. Gọvanọ Lesotho nwanne m ole Nnamdi Kanu. Ụmụafọ Igbo ndị rijuru afọ ole Nnamdi Kanu. Cubana chief priest ole Nnamdi. Cubana lodge nwanne ya ole Nnamdi. Imoni ajụmole Nnamdi nwanne gị. Ebe ka ha nọ ndị nwere ego n'ala Igbo. Bilo bile ole Nnamdi Kanu. Ụmụafọ Igbo niile ma ndị mma ma ndị na-amaghị. Ọnụnụ be nwanna gbara ọsọ. Ọnụnụ be nwanna gbara ọsọ. Ọnụnụ be Biafra gbara ọsọ. Ọnụnụ be nwanna gbara ọsọ. Ụmụ Igbo ole Nnamdi. Skibo komedi ọnụ na-ekwuru ọra ole Nnamdi. Ndị azọpụtara n'ala Igbo ole Nnamdi. Ebuka Obi ole Nnamdi. Mbaka Ogule ole Nnamdi Kanu. Ọtụtụ ndị eze nwe n'ala Igbo ole Nnamdi. Reverend Omokpayi nna m ukwu ole Nnamdi Kanu. Ndị azọpụtara ndị ezi omume ole Nnamdi. Ọnụnụ be nwanna gbara ọsọ. Ọnụnụ be nwanna gbara ọsọ. Ọnụnụ be Biafra gbara ọsọ. Ọnụnụ be nwanna gbara ọsọ. Ọjị ụzọ Kanu osisi ka osisi be ya. Eji m aha Jesus Christ of Nazareth na-ajụ gị ajụjụ. Ajụ m ole Nnamdi nwanne gị. Ọnụnụ be nwanna gbara ọsọ. Agbara ibe ị na-ekwuchitere ogbenye ọnụ. Mmụọ na mmadụ na Chukwu kere ụwa ha niile na onye Igbo. Agbara ibe ole nwanne gị. Ole nwanne gị. Ọ bụ ụzọ dị mma. Ama m n'iwe okenyele. Okenye so na-achị Igbo lee. Amakwa m nwere obiọma. Mana ị ga-anọ n'ụlọ lee. Ewu anwụọ n'ọkpọle. Ị ga-anọ n'Imo steeti lee. Ụmụnne ga-anwụsị. Ọnụnụ be nwanna gbara ọsọ. 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 Mmụọ Jehova na-ajụ unu ajụjụ ole Nnamdi. Ole Nnamdi lee. Ọnụnụ be nwanna gbara ọsọ. Onye ka ya na nwanne ya so ụjọ na-atụ ya. Onye ka ya na nwanne ya so obi na-ajọ ya njọ. Onye na-aga ebe ọ na-aga ọ bụ nwanne ya na-ele ya. Ọ bụrụ na ọsọ chụọ gị n'ezi ị ga-alọtakwa n'ụlọ gị. Mana ọsọ chụọ gị n'ụlọ ebee ka ị ga-agbawa. Ndị nwere ego n'ala Igbo ma ndị mkpọrọ ma ndị na-akpọbire. Ọnụnụ be nwanna gbara ọsọ. 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 Mmiri awụ iro onye dibịa were ọgwụ gị. O ruola mgbe eji eji ya arụ ọrụ ka akpọlata nwanne anyị. Ọ bụrụ naanị ime ọgwụ ka e gbuo nwanne. Akwa ọkụkọ tiwara akị n'obodo Ọba. Oge eruola onye ọbụla ga-eweli ma ntụ ya elu. Ọwụ naanị ịkwụ ọgwụ ga-atụ anyị ngwọrọ. Gbuo anyị gwọrọ anyị ọgwụ ka anyị nwee ego. Bịake na ọgwụ ga-akpọlite nwanne anyị ka ọ lọta ụlọ. Kee ya ụmụnne a nọ n'ala Igbo. Kee the son of Osia Flago n'obodo a na-akpọ Michi. Amara m unu fisika mana ama m ndị unu bụ spiritual. Bilionu welie mkpara ka Nnamdi lọta. Abụọla anyị asụ n'ihu too much. Ọ bụrụ na ọ na-akwa nje egbu ụmụnne anyị ka anyị nwee. Mana anyị enwe nke eji anapụta nwanne anyị. Ka onye ọ na-akpọ Eze Akụ Mathias ị na-ekwu ekwugide ndị ụka. Birigodo ikwu okwu ka nwanne gị lọta ka akpọlatara anyị nwanne anyị. Ọ bụghị ikwu okwu megide ndị ka obodo dị mma